Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many recordings available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this session, we'll be showing you some of the improvements that we've made in HSR and HSM. If I were to go into one of my operations, either HSM or HSR, in this particular case I'll just use HSM, let's go into constant Z machining. I have my geometry, I'll choose my tool, and I have my boundaries. Now let's go into my passes. In my passes, we have our step down, and for the moment, I'll put my step down at every 5 millimeters, and I'll get back to that in a moment. What we've added now is a new option inside adaptive step down, and this is user-defined cut levels. Now, if I activate this, let's go back to passes for a moment, and you'll see now that the step down itself has been deactivated. What this option does, it allows us to define by ourselves what each step down I would like to have. And it can be a different step down for each level. For example, if I were to click in this area over here, under Z on number 1, and then right click on it, I can choose my pick Z level. I just put this now on my side view. We'll zoom in over here and say I want my first level to be at that point over there, and accept that. Second one, again, the exact same thing, pick Z level over there. Same thing as we go on. I want my next one to be over here. If I want, I can go into the field, and instead of right-clicking, just open up the field itself and write by hand any value I want. Say minus 15, for example. Do the same thing on the next row. Minus 17.5. Again, I can go back, right-click on the next one, and pick my Z level as to being over there. Let's take a look at the toolpath that was created with this option. If we run our simulation, you'll see that we have a toolpath at each one of the levels that I chose. Not every 5 millimeters, but at the levels that I wanted to have my Z-cut levels at each time. Another improvement that was made was in my facet tolerance. If we were to go into our passes for a moment, and we had our tolerance over there at 0.01 millimeters, 1/100th of a millimeter, the facet tolerance would automatically be calculated, and it would be this low number over here at just about 5 microns. Now, when you have large parts, because you have such a small facet tolerance, the calculation would take a long time. And in some cases, this type of tolerance was not necessary on those big parts. So what we've done now is we've added a checkbox for facet tolerance, which will allow you to put in the facet tolerance that you want. And I can make this at 0.01, just like I have it in my constraint boundaries. For more recordings on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab of SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.